Welcome to our show, everyone. Today, we're diving into a mind-bending topic, the boundaries of the universe. We have an expert with us to help unravel this cosmic mystery. So let's start at the beginning. Can you tell us about the origins of our universe?
Absolutely. It's a fascinating subject. The universe as we know it began with an event called the Big Bang, which occurred approximately 13.8 billion years ago. This cosmic explosion marked the beginning of everything we can observe and study today.
Wow, 13.8 billion years. That's a really long time, isn't it? It's hard to wrap my head around such a vast timescale.
You're right, it is quite mind-boggling. To help put it into perspective, scientists often use what we call a cosmic calendar. Imagine compressing the entire 13.8 billion years of the universe's history into a single calendar year.
Oh, that's an interesting way to think about it. So, what would some important events look like on this cosmic calendar?
Well, on this cosmic calendar, our Milky Way galaxy would have formed around early March, about 11 billion years ago. Our solar system and Earth came into existence much later, around September 1st, which represents about 4.5 billion years ago.
And where do we humans fit into this calendar?
Humans? We're barely a blip. Our species has only been around for less than 3 million years. On the cosmic calendar, that's equivalent to appearing in the last few hours of December 31st.
That really puts things into perspective. Now, I've heard that the universe is expanding. Is that true?
Yes, that's correct. The universe has been expanding continuously since its inception, and interestingly, this expansion is actually accelerating.
Accelerating. That's unexpected. So how big is the universe now?
Based on our current observations and calculations, scientists estimate that the observable universe extends about 46 billion light-years in all directions. To give you an idea of how vast that is, if the universe stopped expanding right now, it would take light about 100 billion years to travel from one edge to the other.
That's just enormous. I can't even begin to imagine it. Speaking of edges, what would happen if someone tried to reach the edge of the universe?
That's a great question. Let's imagine a scenario where an astronaut embarks on a journey to the edge of the universe. After traveling for an incredibly long time, they reach what they believe to be the boundary of the known universe.
Ooh, exciting. What would they see?
Well, that's the interesting part. Contrary to what one might expect, they wouldn't see anything unusual, no enormous energy wall or clear boundary. Instead, they'd see more of the same, stars and galaxies, just like in the rest of the universe.
Really? That's kind of anticlimactic, isn't it?
It might seem that way at first, but here's where it gets really interesting. If our hypothetical astronaut continued their journey, pushing past this supposed boundary, they might eventually find themselves back where they started.
Wait, what? How is that possible?
This idea stems from a scientific theory that suggests the universe might be curved in a way that allows you to return to your starting point by traveling in a straight line. It's similar to how you can circle the Earth by going in one direction.
That's mind-blowing. So, does this mean the universe has no edge?
In a sense, yes. Scientists describe this concept as finite but unbounded. It means that while space has a limited size, there are no clear boundaries. It's similar to the surface of the Earth. It has a finite size, but there's no natural edge you'd hit if you kept walking in any direction.
Fascinating. But is this theory proven?
Not yet. It's important to note that this is still just a theory. Scientists haven't proven it, so we're free to use our imagination about what might lie beyond our universe.
Oh, that's exciting. What are some other ideas people have come up with?
Well, some people have wondered if crossing the universe's edge might lead to a completely different universe. In this new realm, everything could be the opposite of what we know. This idea has even been explored in popular culture. For instance, in a certain cartoon, a character discovers a planet in space that's the complete opposite of Earth.
That sounds like it would make for some great sci-fi stories. It's amazing how much we still don't know about the universe.
Absolutely. The cosmos is full of mysteries, and that's what makes it so exciting. There's still so much to learn and discover.
Well, this has been an absolutely mind-bending conversation. Before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts for our listeners?
I'd encourage everyone to let their imagination run wild when thinking about the cosmos. What do you think might exist beyond the edges of our universe? Share your ideas with friends and enjoy the wonder of cosmic speculation together. After all, today's wild ideas could be tomorrow's scientific theories.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Thank you so much for joining us today and taking us on this cosmic journey. I'm sure our listeners' minds are as blown as mine is right now.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me.